give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ooh.
What's up, everybody? Zach here, Coach Chow. We're at the Underground Strength Gym in Edison, and we were talking with Kevin about how Chow did his senior year in high school. Wrestled what weight?
189.
What weighed?
About 180, 182, 184 on a heavy day, maybe.
On a heavy day.
Yeah.
And let's talk about some of the things that are going to help you guys, wrestlers, whether you're in Jersey, training with us, training around the country, around the world. Some of the things that we found that are going to help increase your success, because Chow went from a pretty good wrestler in high school to senior year really being one of the top guys in the state, and you had a great balance. So let's talk about some of the things we see today, like excessive weight cutting. We've got heavily injured athletes more than ever because of all the weight cutting. So they're weaker, they're more susceptible to injury. They're always focused on cutting weight, running, sweating, rather than eating healthy and lifting. So let's talk about, you're also a wrestling coach, coach here. What do we want to see some of these wrestlers start doing in a smarter sense?
I think moving up one, sometimes two weight classes is what's best, really. I mean, I like to say you can either be good at weight cutting or you can be good at wrestling. A lot of guys, you know, they work hard in the off season, they build all this strength, and they cut 20, 30, sometimes 40 pounds, depending on...
Crazy,
yeah, it's ridiculous, you know? I mean, it's all the work you did in the summer, it's wasted. And I always say, like, in season, that's when you need to be getting your extra drilling in. That's when you need to be doing your strength training, which hardly anyone does in season. That's when you need to be watching tape. You know, you only have so many hours in the day. If you're cutting weight, all those extra hours, you're not going to get your lifting in. You're not going to be able to study your tape. You're not going to be able to spend time with your family, get that mental rest you need. You're not going to be able to work on your mobility and flexibility and take care of your injuries and things like that, because everything you're doing is cutting weight. Also, when you focus only on cutting weight, your nutrition is obviously going to be terrible. When you're working out multiple times a day, in season especially, you need to get enough protein, enough carbs, enough fat. You need to get all that in your diet. A lot of times, I mean, I remember when I was cutting weight, when I was a lot younger, I used to eat a rice cake in the morning, and that'd be it. And I would go work out at practice. I'd work out again at the club after that, and I'd ride the bike for an hour. And it sucked. I hated wrestling. I hated everything. You know, and if you hate it, you're not having fun, you're not really going to want to do good. You're just going to want your season to end. So I think moving up a weight class, I mean, my senior year, my lightest I was like 179, 180, and by the time the 2-pound allowance hit, I was giving up 10, 12, sometimes like 13, 14 pounds to guys and still winning. So, I mean, I know I was a bigger guy, but even moving up 5, 10 pounds in a lighter weight class, it might help. If you're good, you're going to win wherever you are.
Right. I think the biggest fallacy is a lot of wrestlers, parents, coaches, you think that if the kid weighs 120 instead of 140, he's better. Well, that's why we have weight classes. It's a level playing field. If you're a good wrestler and you've put on the strength to either meet or overcome the typical strength of that weight class, then you're going to be competitive. So senior year, Chow was a district, county, region champ, and 7th place winner in the state, so he was an all-state wrestler, giving up, like you said, 10, 12, 13 pounds, no cutting weight. He trained with us in season and still went to a wrestling club. Everything he said about the in-season stuff sounds very familiar to what we hear a lot of wrestlers do. Cutting 20 to 30 pounds, you might be saying, how is that possible? I say the same thing. We see kids here, 150, abs, and then I don't know how they make the 120 to 130 pound class, but we still see the 20, 30 pound weight cut, and those kids don't go to the States. So get stronger than everybody else. Yeah. And like Chow said, I like the stuff about now you guys can watch Flow Wrestling, you can study your own tapes, you can study other wrestlers, and the mental recovery of just being able to chill and kick back with the family and friends. We've had kids here quit wrestling, they came up in class and they said, I can't even imagine trying to cut weight or do any, they're like, I can't imagine experiencing another winter like this, and it's not necessary.
It's all about the balance. I mean, it's easy to cut weight. It doesn't take much to cut weight. You know, run a little bit, throw some sweatshirts on, starve yourself. That's the easy part. It's not easy to get in those extra drill sessions, to watch your tape, to worry about your nutrition, to get to your strength coach, do your strength training. That's what makes the good guys win titles, win win, you know, region titles, state titles. You know,
Right.
if you're cutting weight, that means you're running away. You're either running away from people who you're afraid of, or you're running away from hard work. So I always say, you know, if you really want to be the best wrestler that you can be, don't cut weight, or cut, you know, 5 pounds, something manageable. But if you're cutting too much weight, you're just running away.
I love that. Don't run away. Do it right. Zach and Chow here. We're at Underground Strength Gym in Edison. Check us out. Peace out, guys.